And good morning and welcome to Zaleski Sports and the 2026 American Legion AAA tournament here from Jack Hackman Field in Marshfield. And a beautiful, beautiful day. We're at 75 degrees, clear skies, sunny, a little wind out of the south at 7 miles per hour, but it's going to be a gorgeous day. We got 4 ball games on tap here today as we will start out with the losers from yesterday. And in the first one will be Wisconsin Rapids against Watertown. And in the second one today will be Marshfield against, trying to think who they, I'll take a look here. Marshfield will take on, from the Bayport, it's not Kimberly. Well, Marinette, yes it is. There it is, Marinette. And then we've got the winners going on at, it's about what, 4:30, and another one at 7:30 as Toma looked very, very impressive last night against Marshfield as they came up with a 6-4 win. And so we're going to have some great, great baseball here today. And come on out. And I've got a great production crew. I'm Mike Steinwagner. I'm going to be bringing you the play-by-play. On production is Bella Maurer. On video is Gavin Mueller. On replay is Braden the Bull Bullis. And in the dugout, Smokin' Joe Anderson and Mike Wendland with cameras in our dugouts there. We've got camera out in center field. We are just going to bring you everything here. And we're ready for some great, great baseball. And today's pregame show is brought to you by Next Step Prosthetics. And they are providing prosthetics and orthotics throughout central Wisconsin. Take your next step and contact them today. And so Rapids is taking infield right now, and Watertown is already taking their infield. So we are just a few minutes away from our national anthem and today's first ball game here at Jack Hackman Field. And we'll come back in just a bit here and we'll tell you what happened in the junior tournaments yesterday as they finished up their state championship. So you are watching AAA American Legion Championship Baseball here from Jack Hackman Field on Zaleski Sports.
So, after a couple years of this, it's time for more money and better opportunities. That's where Mid-State Technical College comes in.
Are you a born leader? Is hospitality your thing? Maybe you're into efficiency. Or do you love building teams? No matter your path, we've got cutting-edge classes with field-trained professionals and better tuition options. So stop getting by and level up today.
Good evening, folks. Matt LePay here. Ridgetop Exteriors is kicking off your roof replacement like pros. Old shingles off, decking down, ice and water guard set. Textbook protection. Underlayment follows. Sealed tight like an O-line. Valleys flashed. Shingles installed row by row. Captain ventilated. The crew scoops every nail, leaving no yard marker behind. This project's wrapped. Your turn to call the play at ridgetopexteriors.com.
And we are back here at Jack Hackman Field. We'll tell you what the action was yesterday as Sheboygan beat Watertown, as Watertown got a hit finally in the 7th inning as Sheboygan comes away with that 5-1 win. And Eau Claire beat Wisconsin Rapids 12-7. So now these two losing teams, Watertown and Wisconsin Rapids, taking on each other. And Kimberly beat Marinette 15-0, and Toma beat Marshfield 6-4. So Marshfield will be taking on Marinette at 1:30 today, and then Sheboygan coming in with a 23-7 record will take on Eau Claire with a 24-2 record, and Kimberly with a 14-11 record will take on Toma at 7:30 tonight here at Jack Hackman Field in Marshfield. And I see the fans are starting to roll in over in our left field bleachers out there already as we have security out there out on the road as they're looking for a little action out there also. But we're going to give you the starting lineups here for today's ball game, and for the visiting Wisconsin Rapids Ball Club with a 14-15 record. Leading off and pitching today, Camden Martin. Batting second and playing second base, Jack Potter. Batting third and playing shortstop, J.J. Oswald. Batting in the cleanup spot, playing third base, Brett Oles. Batting in the number 5 spot, playing first base today, Owen Richardson. Batting sixth and playing right field, Eli Graff. Batting seventh and catching, Mason Helmuth. And batting eighth and playing left field, Chase LeBerg. And batting ninth and playing center field, Parker Marzofka. In fact, Martin's numbers on the season, he has pitched 17 2/3 innings. He's got a 2-0 record, 14 hits he's given up, 8 runs, 5 earned, has walked 18, struck out 9, and has a 1.98 ERA. And for the Watertown Ball Club, leading off and catching, Davis Cashin. Batting second and playing shortstop, Conley Cashin. Batting third and playing center field, Blake Stamper. Batting fourth and in the cleanup spot, the first baseman, number 44, Landon Washidas. Batting fifth and pitching, Hayden Doty. Batting sixth, the third baseman, Alex David. Batting in the number 7 spot and playing second base, Xavier Gens. Batting eighth and playing left field, Drew Schauer. And batting in the number 9 spot and playing right field, Owen Wagner. As Hayden Doty's numbers on the season, he has pitched 22 2/3 innings. He has a 4-1 record. He's their number 2 pitcher on this Watertown staff. He's given up 23 hits, 19 runs, 15 of them earned, 17 walks, 23 strikeouts, and an ERA of 4.63. And our umpires today, which is assigned by the American Legion, and behind the plate is Ryan Kramer. Batting first is Bill Cook, and at third, Bruce Schaff. As they've brought in actually 3 groups of 3 this year, and we'll see a new crew also coming up to this afternoon, as a few new ones coming in, as Darrell Priest is coming in and Kevin Johnson is coming in. I know he has not done any yet in this tournament, and so both Darrell and Kevin I've worked with in the past, 2 outstanding umpires, as Kevin has worked some state tournaments and Darrell has also. In fact, Darrell many years back actually was a professional umpire, and he actually worked in the Texas-Louisiana League in the minor league. So we're coming up at this time for the playing of our national anthem. Our national anthem being played here at Jack Hackman Field in Marshfield for the 98th annual Class AAA state tournament. We're Actually, our crew was talking yesterday. We were wondering where the 100th is going to be held, and we pretty much, our whole crew at Zaleski Sports figures it should be at Eau Claire at Carson Field, and so, but who knows? The Legion will be making a decision on that as you put a bid in for it. They'd have to work around the Eau Claire Cavaliers schedule over there also, but a great place as Eau Claire coming into this tournament has actually moved into the #1 spot of all-time appearances in the state tournament, and this is their 49th appearance out of 98 tournaments, as that is an outstanding. And actually, the team that was right behind them was a team that Toma knocked off in lacrosse. So lacrosse came very close of joining Eau Claire here, which would have put them both at 49. So, but it was not meant to be. And Toma looking very, very good last night, as I mentioned. And so we'll see what Toma can do tonight against Kimberly. And that game at 7:30 this evening. And of course, our second ball game coming up this afternoon at 1:30 will be Marinette with a 20 wins, 9 losses, and 1 tie, taking on Marshfield 24-14 record. So, and Gene Delisio will be coming in to do the play-by-play for you on that one. And I'm not sure. Mike Wendland will be coming in, and I'm not sure if he's doing the third one or if he's doing the fourth one, but Mike will be on the call on one of these also. And we've got 3 more games tomorrow, starting at 1:30, 4:30, and 7:30, and then Friday at 4:30 and 7:30. And leading off for Wisconsin Rapids here and game number 5 of this 2026 state championship. And leading off is Camden Martin, as we'll give you a few numbers on Camden here. As Camden on the season hitting .362 with 34 hits, 29 doubles, or 29 hits and 5 doubles and 19 RBIs, and he takes the first pitch for a call strike. As we are on our way at game time at 10:27, we're actually 3 minutes ahead of the schedule time. So we'll mark her down in the book here at 10:27. And the next pitch, a swing and a miss. Very good fastball there by Hayden Doty. Hayden coming in with a 4-1 overall record. Wind up and the pitch, and a ground ball to short, and gets by the shortstop and off the glove, and that I think is going to be scored as an error, as that one went off the glove. It looked like a very routine ground ball. As we'll see what they put up on the board here for if it's a hit or a error. And we'll wait on that decision here. And coming up is Jack Potter. We'll see if Jack can advance the runner as he squares around, and going down and stealing a base is Camden Martin. As Wisconsin Rapids, not really known as a team that steals a lot of bases. It was more like it was a kind of a sacrifice run deal on that one, but Martin will be credited with a stolen base. Rapids with only 48 stolen bases on the season, and laying a beautiful bunt down as Potter. And as the pitcher throws it over the head, and actually Potter will get credited with a sacrifice on that. He stays at first, advances Martin to third, but the run will be scored on a throwing error by Hayden Doty. So Rapids with the early lead here, with a 1-0 lead. As should be 2 errors so far, as Martin got on with an error. So Rapids getting a run without a base hit. And a pop-up down to the third base side as the third baseman David goes over, makes the catch for out number 1. Brett Oles, the cleanup hitter, now coming to the plate for Wisconsin Rapids. And Oles, a first team all-conference this last season in the Wisconsin Valley, as Brett is hitting .310 on the season with 27 hits, 6 doubles, and 12 RBIs. Runner at first. Ground ball past the diving third baseman Alex David. And going into second is Jack Potter. And the first base hit of today's ball game by Brett Oles. So Rapids with runners at first and second, with 1 down here in the top of the first inning. As Owen Richardson comes to the plate. Owen hitting .388 on the season with 19 hits, 4 doubles. And he takes the first pitch and the line shot out to left field for a base hit. And being held up at third is Jack Potter. So bases loaded now here for Wisconsin Rapids as they are putting it to the binders here. And with bases loaded, 1 out, as back-to-back hits by Oles and Richardson makes things very interesting here for Wisconsin Rapids. As we really have not seen an offense. We have time here. As their time was called. The ball was not put back in play, but they're saying a hidden ball trick here, as the umpires are going to go out and discuss this now. Time was called, and actually the ball does not go into play until the pitcher steps on the rubber, and that's when the ball is put in play. But they are calling him out at second, so we now have 2 outs. And bringing up Eli Graff. And Graff is hit with the first pitch and loads the bases.
Catcher, Mason Hellmuth.
As a former umpire, I do not agree on that call, because the ball is not put in play until the pitcher steps on the rubber, and actually you can't have a hidden ball trick if he is standing on the rubber. It's an automatic block. So they're going to have to go with the call. The play has happened now, so you can't go back and do it all over. So 2 down here now in the top of the first inning. And a pitch down is called strike, as our home plate umpire here, Ryan Kramer, with a very slow delay call. We'll just have to wait on our calls here from up above. And strike 2, catching the outside corner. Bases loaded here in the top of the first inning. Rapids leading 1-0. An 0-2 count to Mason Hellmuth. From the windup and the pitch, upstairs for a ball. One and 2 count with 2 down. Bases loaded with Rangers. As Hayden gets the sign from the windup and the pitch. And a fly ball out to right field, and coming in and making the catch is Owen Wagner for out number 3. But Wisconsin Rapids comes up with 1 run on 2 hits, 2 errors, and 3 left. And after a half inning of play, it's Wisconsin Rapids 1 and Watertown coming to bat. And you are watching American Legion Championship AAA baseball here from Jack Hackman Field on Zaleski Sports.
Little Sprouts Learning Garden with 2 convenient central Wisconsin locations. Here's Brooke Sievers to tell us about it.
Little Sprouts has been around for almost 7 years here in Auburndale. In Rudolph, we've been open for about 2.5. We serve here in Auburndale, we have 6 weeks old up until 12-year-olds. And then in Rudolph, we have 1-year-olds up until 12-year-olds. The biggest thing that we do with them is we have play-based learning so that they learn through play with each other. And social skills are a huge part of what we do with them.
Find Little Sprouts Learning Garden on Facebook today.
Is your business, church, or organization getting a fair deal on your copier contracts? Do you even know how much you're spending? Bauer & Fine Business Technologies has been in the office technology industry for 70 years. We have an award-winning service department, and customers love our fair and flexible service contracts. If you're currently a customer, thank you. If you currently work with one of our competitors, let's talk. We can tell you if you're overpaying or getting a good deal. BBT, we want to be the easiest vendor you work with. b-bt.com.
And we are back here at Jack Hackman Field as Wisconsin Rapids comes up with a run in the top of the first inning, take a 1-0 lead, thanks to the 2 base hits that Rapids had and the 2 errors that Watertown had. As Watertown will be coming to the plate here, and leading off will be Davis Cashin. We'll see if that offense can get going, as they were held to just 1 hit yesterday. Mutual of Wausau Insurance, protecting homes, farms, and businesses since 1875. Visit mutualofwausau.com and to find an agent near you. And a lot of people think I was back still living in 1875, but you know, I would look pretty good if I was. But we're going to get a ball game going here as Rapids with a 1-0 lead. And on the mound is Cameron, and a fly ball, a ground ball out to center field for a base hit as Davis Cashin takes the first pitch, as Watertown gets a hit right away. As I mentioned, they were held for 6 2/3 innings yesterday until they got their first hit. But they're on track right now as Davis Cashin leads off with a base hit. And we'll take a look at stats for the Watertown Ball Club here. And now batting is Conley Cashin, and pitched down low for a ball. Conley hitting .371 on the season with 26 hits, 2 doubles, a triple, and 14 RBIs. As Martin on the mound with the sign, and quick throw over to first, and sliding back in safely is Davis Cashin. As Martin gets the sign from the stretch. And the pitch. And a call strike and a throw down to first. High throw pulled down nicely there by Richardson. Tries to put the tag on, but Davis back in time. 1-1 count on Conley Cashin. Martin from the stretch and the pitch. And attempt to bunt, and he offered. Makes the count now 1-2. There's a great crowd here from Wisconsin Rapids. If we can get a shot later on about of that crowd over here along the third base side from Wisconsin Rapids, is they've come out in full force today as time is called. As we got a few people along the first base side out in front of me here, but Rapids with full force over there. Great to see that, and we should have a great crowd for that second game as Marshfield comes in for game number 2. And a line shot out to center field, or towards center field, and cutting it off and making the catch is the shortstop, J.J. Oswald. Throw back to first, not in time. It looked like it was going to fall in, but Oswald with great jumping ability skied there and pulled that one down. It looked like he was pulling down a rebound in a basketball game there. And bringing up Blake Stamper, as Blake got Watertown's only hit yesterday in that 5-1 loss to Sheboygan. As Blake takes the first pitch and fouls it off for strike 1. Blake playing center field today, this afternoon, or it's actually morning yet. Not used to these morning games. Pitch way outside for a ball. As Martin looking in to his catcher, Mason Helmuth, gets the sign and the pitch and fouls it back into the net here. Count 1-2 with one down, runner at first, and Rapids up 1-0 here in the bottom of the first inning from Jack Hackman Field in Marshfield. Martin finally shakes his head. Yeah, I'll take this pitch. Trying to situate it in his glove there. And a line shot to third. And Blake just stood in the box there. He thought maybe he caught that, but Blake got it on a one hopper, throws over to first for out number 2, and Davis Cashin goes to second on the play. So with 2 down, and the cleanup hitter is Landon Washidas. And let's take a look at his numbers here. See what he's done on the season. Well, in fact, Landon didn't have a chance to get his stats, as I figured he was going to go with the same starting lineup as yesterday, but Landon starting at first base today, as we'll take a quick look here on our handy dandy computer here. As Martin taking sign from the stretch, and the pitch, and a swing and a miss. That pitch just off that corner. As Landon hitting .269 on the season. And a pitch way outside for a ball. 2-1 count with 2 down. As Landon has 10 RBIs also on the season in limited action. So, and a swing and a miss. And 2-2 count. Even with he's only had 8 hits on the year, but those hits have been very productive to produce 10 RBIs on the season. I'm thinking Martin's having a little problem seeing which sign out there, but of course, going through a rotation with a runner on second, he'll go through a bunch of signals. As Martin steps off the rubber. Camden will get a new set of signs here from Mason. Finally from the stretch. And the pitch. Way upstairs for a ball. 3-2 count with 2 down. And a runner at second, so no traveling time here. As Camden gets set. And the pitch. And a ground ball down to first base line. Very surprising play there, as the runner, Davis Cashin, took off for third. And the rule in baseball, you don't make the third out at third base. Left-hand hitter as caution, as Davis bouncing back and forth, as a little twitch by Martin, and he lands up balking, and Cashin will go to third on that play. It was just enough movement that it caused Martin to balk. And a swing and a miss, strike 3, and that's a Serve Pro strikeout. Call Serve Pro, the #1 in cleanup and restoration. Serve Pro, like it never happened. So for Watertown, no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left. And after 1 complete inning of play, it's Wisconsin Rapids 1 and Watertown nothing. And you're watching AAA American Legion Baseball here from Jack Hackman Field on Zaleski Sports.
Excuse me, is this carpet stain resistant? No, doesn't seem like it is. Sorry.
For advice from real flooring experts and huge savings on stain-resistant flooring, visit Carpet One. Carpet One Floor and Home. Right now at your local Carpet One, you can get help from our flooring experts while saving big and enjoying special financing on beautiful floors for your home. Come see us today.
This summer, the whole family is invited to Marshfield's home base for fun. Woodfield Inn & Suites, where great rooms come with great rates. Splash around in the indoor pool. Mom and Dad unwind in the hot tub. Let your kids take over the arcade. Book your family getaway at Woodfield Inn & Suites. The 2026 American Legion State Baseball Tournament is in Marshfield. Make Woodfield Inn & Suites your home base.
And we are back here at Jack Hackman Field as the Nakusa Port Edward State Bank proudly supports our local athletes and their families, from business to personal banking and everywhere in between. Let Nakusa Port Edward State Bank work for you. In fact, on that hidden ball trick, I was just talking to Dan here, who's kind of the commissioner here of the American Legion at this regional here, and he was on that play. The pitcher was actually off the dirt. Time was not called, so it was actually, Dan and I were talking, maybe it was a set play that they had, and the runner just stepped off the bag and made the tag. But if time would have been called, and if you're standing on the rubber, then time will be given to you when you're on the rubber then. So, and the first pitch coming in, a ball to Chase LeBerg here, the left fielder, as Chase batting in the number 8 spot, and shot down the third base line. Sounds good. And the next pitch coming in, a ball to Chase LeBerg, right-handed hitter. Low and away as Chase hitting .280 on the season with 21 hits, 4 doubles, a triple, and 17 RBIs. As Hayden Doty on the mound gets the sign from the windup and the pitch. And a call strike right at the knees. Puts the count at 3-2. We are in the top of the second inning. From the windup and the pitch. And down low for a walk. And that is the first walk given up by Hayden Doty. And bringing up the number 9 hitter, Parker Marzofka. I know earlier in the year I had done a Wisconsin Rapids game, and the Marzofka name was very, very popular in the Wisconsin Rapids area, and I found out that it was a great uncle that was related to Parker. So a bouncer back to the mound. Doty with one-handed stab, throws over to first. As Chase LeBerg goes to second on the play. So one down and back to the top of the batting order. And Camden Martin. As Camden got on by an error back in the first inning, stole second, and scored on another error to give Wisconsin Rapids their 1-0 lead here. It's Doty. And a call strike, catching the outside corner at the knees. From the stretch, as Hayden takes a look at second. And the pitch. And a swing and a miss. As Jack Potter hitting .362 and actually leads this team with 10 stolen bases. As I mentioned, Rapids does not steal a lot. They only had 58 stolen bases all season long. From the stretch, a long wait. Pitch way outside. 1-2 count with one down. Rapids with 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, Watertown, no runs, 1 hit, and 2 errors. Rapids with a runner at second with 1 down here, and time is called as Camden thought that Hayden was just taking a little bit too long out there. It's kind of a matchup between these two because they have very, very long pauses. Neither one of these two would last in the major leagues because of the time clock. And a swing and a miss for strike 3. And that is a Serve Pro strikeout. Call Serve Pro for all your restoration and cleanup needs. Serve Pro like it never happened. So bringing up Jack Potter here, number 2 hitter in the lineup. And the first pitch right at the knees for a call strike. That strikeout that Hayden had, that's his first of the ball game. As we start going through the lineup of Wisconsin Rapids here for the second time. And a hopper at short coming in, making the play is Conley Cashin, and on the run makes a beautiful throw to first for out number 3. For Wisconsin Rapids in the top of the second inning, no runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 left. And after 1.5 innings of play, it's Wisconsin Rapids 1 and Watertown nothing. And you're watching American Legion State Championship action here on Zaleski Sports.
The auto service specialist at Sherrill Tire and Auto Service can change your oil, fix your brakes, align your vehicle, make that check engine light go away, and more. Great service from great people at Sherrill Tire and Auto Service. Find your location at SherrillTire.com.
Meda Custom Apparel, your local source for quality, custom decorated clothing and products. Discover a wide range of products from corporate casual wear to team uniforms, promotional items, sporting goods, and awards. Don't settle for less. With our in-house production, we will make your name or event stand out with custom sports jerseys, branded cooler bags, and personalized can coolers. Celebrate team success with custom awards and promotional items. At Meda Custom Apparel, we put your brand first. Explore your options today at MedaCustom.com.
And we are back here at Jack Hackman Field in Marshville for AAA baseball action. And we'll tell you a little bit about Next Step. Next Step Prosthetics, providing prosthetic and orthotics throughout central Wisconsin. Take your next step and contact them today. And they were our pregame sponsor also. And glad to have them on board all season long as during the football and basketball season and the baseball season during high school athletics. And so leading off for Watertown here in the bottom of the second inning is the pitcher, Hayden Doty. As we'll take a look at Hayden's numbers here. As Hayden hitting 371 on the season. 26 hits, 3 doubles, 1 triple, 14 RBIs, and 20 stolen bases. And takes the first pitch inside for a ball as it gets away from catcher Mason. And a pitch right down Main Street, right at the knees for a call strike. 1-1 count. Hayden having an outstanding season pitching for Watertown with a 4-1 record. Their number 2 pitcher, as Davis Cashin was their number 1 pitcher all season long. And a fly ball out to center field and getting a good jump. It's the center fielder and just off the glove in the right center field power alley, and going in with a double is Hayden Doty. As you can see, the center fielder Parker Marzovka racing across from center field to the right center field power alley as he had the afterburners on, but just off the tip of the glove. And that'll be a double for Doty and gets things going here as it's the second time that they've got that leadoff runner on. And the inside pitch to Alex David for ball 1. As Alex hitting 273 on the season with 9 RBIs. as Camden from the stretch and the pitch. And a fly ball out to center and right to Marzofka for out number 1.
Second baseman, Xavier Gens.
And Xavier Gens, the second baseman, coming to the plate. Right-hand hitter. As Davis Cashin made it all the way to third back in that first inning, but did not score. And a call strike on the outside corner to Gens. Martin from the stretch and fouling it off down the first base side. Watertown, who had the longest winning streak coming into this tournament with 11-game winning streak, and that was snapped last night with a 5-1 loss to Sheboygan, and that pitch over the top of the head of Xavier Gens. As Tristan Hunt pitching an outstanding ball game last night, or I should say actually yesterday morning. And the pitch, and gets away, and that'll be a wild pitch, and going to third will be Doty. So both times in this ball game now that the advancement to third was on a wild pitch and also a balk.
Here you go, Cam.
So a 2-2 count with one down here in the bottom of the second inning for Watertown. Martin taking his time out on the mound, and a fly ball out in the left center field power alley, and making a great catch is Marzofka for out number 2, as Parker went a long way for that. He had to go a good, I would say, 30, 35 yards to get that, and he just the right move, got a great jump on it, and it's a sacrifice fly for Gens, as this game is all tied up as Doty scores to make it 1-1. And the first pitch to Drew Schauer is a call strike. And the pitch, and a check swing foul.
No winning here, Cam. Go get him.
Schauer hitting 200 on the season. 0-2 count with 2 down. Nobody on for Watertown. From the stretch, and the pitch. And a call, strike 3, catching the outside corner. As Martin picks up his second strikeout. But Watertown picks up 1 run.
Welcome to the competition where only the best healthcare plans rise to the top. Megasure.
Presenting Paperwork Pound Cake. A half-baked plan with flaky service sprinkled on top.
Next up, Security Health Plan.
I call this one the Sweet Security. It has high-quality coverage folded in, and it's frosted with award-winning local service that's sweet but never sugar-coated.
That's a slice of better. Chef Security, congratulations. Truly the recipe for better.
Step inside Wisconsin Rapids' newest indoor mini golf experience, Mini Rapids, where fun awaits all ages. Challenge your friends, bring the family, or plan the perfect date night, all on a one-of-a-kind course packed with twists, turns, and surprises. Rain or shine, it's putt time at Mini Rapids. Conveniently located just off 8th Street on Huntington Avenue in Wisconsin Rapids. Great vibes and good times are always on deck. No tee times required, and open daily from 11 to 8. Grab your crew and tee off today at Rapids Indoor Mini Golf.
And we are back here at Marshfield. You know, they really play great music between the innings here. I just love this song here, If You've Got a Dream. But there's everybody has dreams, and the dream is for each one of these ball players to win a state championship, and one of these will come out champions on Saturday when the championship game will be played. So if you get a chance, stop out here at Jack Hackman Field. There's baseball action going on all the way until Saturday. Top of the third inning here for Wisconsin Rapids, and first pitch is fouled off by J.J. Oswald. J.J. popped out to the third baseman back in the first inning. As Hayden Doty getting ready from the windup, and the pitch. Just missing inside. 1-1 count. A few fans thought that was a little close. Could have been a call strike. But the umpire had a great angle on that. From the windup, and the pitch. And that was kind of an 8-iron shot there as J.J. fouls that one off. Makes the count now 1-2. Kind of looked like my 8-iron shot on the golf course. And the windup and the pitch. And J.J. stays alive by fouling that one off. And pitch just outside. J.J. having an outstanding season, hitting .369 on the season for Wisconsin Rapids. From the windup, and the pitch. Fouls it off, stays alive. As pitch number 6 will be coming into J.J. here. And low and inside for a ball. As Hayden gets ready from the windup, and the pitch. And another one fouled off. And we'll see if he gets out of play or still in play. And just out of play. J.J. having a great at-bat here as that one goes out of play here. Count at 3-2. Finally getting the sign, and the pitch. Fouls another one off. I remember when we were kids, we'd keep fouling them off, and they says, well, you get 99 of them, then you're finally out. But we'll see how far J.J. gets on here. From the windup, and a pitch. And that one is foul. As J.J. battling up there. And he puts the bat out and past the shortstop for a base hit. After about 8 or 9 pitches there, he slaps one out to left field and gets the leadoff runner on base. That's all 3 times. In fact, every at-bat by both teams now, the leadoff hitter has gotten on, and we're only sitting with a 1-1 ball game here. And the pitch. Just outside for a ball. Batter now, Brett Oles. As Brett having a great season also. From the stretch, and the pitch. Fouling that one off. Brett, a first-team all-conference selection in Wisconsin Valley, hitting .310. He's got 12 RBIs this season for Wisconsin Rapids. Hitting in that cleanup spot, or yes, in the cleanup spot, and throw over to first. And Oswald is back in plenty of time. As Hayden with delivery, fouls that one off. That is pitch number 41 so far. And we are in the top of the third inning. As in Legion ball, you can pitch 105 innings in a ball game. That is the limit. During the high school season, it's 100. Pitch way outside for a ball. Count now 2-2. In fact, even in the Northwoods League, like with Wisconsin Rapids, Rafters, and the Woodchucks up at Wausau, in that league, I think it's 110 they can throw in that. And they're going to say he went around and call strike 3.
First baseman, Owen Richardson.
And that's a Serve Pro strikeout. Call Serve Pro for all your cleanup and restoration needs. Serve Pro like it never happened. And so one down here in the top of the third inning, bringing up Owen Richardson. Owen with a base hit back in the first inning. Hayden from the stretch and the pitch. Way outside for ball 1. Taking a long time out on the mound getting that sign. And the pitch. And taking off, trying to steal second. And it gets by the second baseman. And it's far enough for... So that will be scored as a a stolen base. And an error on the second baseman as the throw was right in the glove and it was knocked out. And it's... So an error charged to Watertown, their third error of the ball game. But a real surprise there is that is Wisconsin Rapids' second stolen base. And as I mentioned, they have only had like 58 stolen bases all year long. So 90 feet away of breaking this tie as J.J. Oswald standing there at third, 90 feet away. And a beautiful shot over the shortstop's head by Richardson. And Richardson going into second, standing up with an RBI double to give Wisconsin Rapids a 2-1 lead here in the top of the third inning. As Richardson comes up with his second hit of the ball game. As this is a do or die game, as loser of this contest will go home and the winner will keep moving on. As the winner of this one will play, the winner of 5 will play at 4:30 tomorrow against the loser of game 8, and that would be the Kimberly-Toma game, the last one of the evening. First pitch to Eli Graff. There's a ball, now we've got a strike and a 1-1 count. Eli got hit with a pitch back in the first inning. Hayden from the stretch. And the pitch. Breaking ball way upstairs, a throw down to second as sliding back into second is Richardson. Very good throw by Davis Cashin. Of course, Davis, yesterday's losing pitcher. Didn't pitch that bad yesterday, just that no run support for Watertown yesterday. And the pitch. And cue shot, foul, over to the first base dugout over there. We've got one down here with a runner at second and a 2-2 count to Eli Graff. As Hayden looks in for the sign. Finally gets it. And the pitch. And a call, strike 3. And that is the third strikeout by Hayden Doty. And that's a Serve Pro strikeout, called Serve Pro, like it never happened. And bringing up the right-hand hitter, Mason Helmuth. Mason flew out to the right fielder back in the first. Runner in scoring position at second. That would be Owen Richardson. Swing and a miss. pitch off the outside corner. As Hayden takes a look at second. And the pitch. And a swing and a miss. 0-2. 2 down. Got other state tournaments coming up also, starting this Friday, and in the Class A and Double A. And a foul ball down the left field line, and chasing after it is the left fielder Drew Schauer, but just out of the reach of him. Class A and Class AA state tournaments happening as the Class A down in Prairie du Chien. And I'm trying to see where the AA is. As I know, Stratford and Athens go at it in Class A first round. And Mason staying alive, just like JJ did here as he keeps fouling him off. 0-2 count here. As Hayden gives a nod from the stretch. And the pitch. Down low, blocked nicely by Davis Cashin. From that one going back to the backstop. 1-2 count. From the stretch. And the pitch. And a swing and a miss as Doty strikes out the side here in the third inning, but Rapids comes up with 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 left. And after 2.5 innings of play,
the quality materials that was used when the house was built were below builder grade. I wanted to do something a little exciting, add a little bit of color, a little bit of texture. The Infinity team took time to get to know us. He wanted to know what we wanted. Once he saw my design, he says, well, let's make this happen. It's a big project. Just changed the whole look of the house, and it looks like a brand new home. The Infinity team treated us like we were their family. I would recommend Infinity to anybody.
If you ask us, picking out new furniture should be fun, and when you work with us, it is. Home Furniture's free design assistance in your home or in our store. We make the process as easy as possible by helping you envision what your furniture and your room will look like. What inspires you? Visit Home Furniture today to create a single sofa or an entire room. We'll help you bring it all together. Dream it, create it, love it. Home Furniture's free design assistance, West Grand Avenue, Wisconsin Rapids, and Post Road in Plover.
And we are back here at Jack Hackman Field in Marshfield. We'll tell you a little bit about Rapid Sheet Metal Heating and Cooling in Wisconsin Rapids. Places your comfort at home as their highest priority. Give them a call or find them online at rapidsheetmetal.com. And as I mentioned, that AA state tournament, that is being held at River Falls. In that, starting on Friday, it will be Wapanas against New London in Game 1. Northwoods Eagle Rivers taking on New Richmond. Denmark is taking on Superior, and West Salem is taking on River Falls. And those are the 4 games that will be starting on Friday in the AA tournament at River Falls. And of course, Class A starts also. And the first pitch to Watertown here in the bottom of the third, the number 9 hitter, Owen Wagner. And a fastball right down Main Street for a call strike. 1-1 count. From working out of the stretch, and a swing and a miss. And in that Class A down in Prairie du Chien, Gay Mills is taking on Horicon. Stratford taking on Athens, the 4th straight year that Stratford has gone to the state tournament. And a pitch inside for a ball. And then Campbellsport is taking on Little Chute at 4 o'clock. And then at 7 o'clock, a team that seems to be in that Class A tournament every year. Westby is taking on Prairie du Chien. So that's the other two state championships going on. And a fly ball out to center field, and picking that one up off the ground is Marzovka. And leading off, as we have every inning here now, the leadoff batter has gotten on for both teams in 3 straight innings. And we're back to the top of the batting order, and Davis Cashin, who took that first pitch and got a base hit for Watertown. As Cashin squaring around and sneaking up at third there was Brett Oles. We'll see if they can sacrifice him around. And pulls the bat back, and a call strike, catching the outside corner. As Davis faking that bunt, but he took a call strike on a beautiful pitch by Martin from the stretch. And the pitch. Breaking ball for a call strike. 0-2 as that curveball just hung there, and I'm thinking that Davis wishes he had that one back. From the stretch, and the pitch. And Davis fouls that one off. We have action going on all day long here, as 4 games you'll have on Zaleski Sports. In fact, the whole tournament, you can catch it right here on Zaleski Sports. And the pitch. And a foul ball. As Davis is saying it went off his hand. He's looking at his coach down there. And the umpire says no, as Davis is sitting there shaking his hand as if but the umpire called it as a foul ball. Sounded more would make you sting there. And a fly ball out to left, going back. And it's off the wall, laying on the track out there and rounding third. And heading home is Owen Wegner as a RBI double. So I'm thinking after Davis thought he should have gotten first base, being hit by a pitch, he takes that next pitch and puts it out to the left center field power alley out onto the track at the 367 mark and gets an RBI double out of it and ties this game up at 2. As I've mentioned, this is a must game for both teams, as the loser will be going home as pitch comes in. And fouling it off is Conley Cashin, as now both Cashins have had hands that with the stinging of the bat. There's a look of like he was halfway pulling it back, but I don't think he pulled it all the way, and he just used the bat to protect himself. So an 0-1 count to the number 2 hitter, Conley Cashin, who lined out to the shortstop back in the first. And a breaking ball is fouled off. 0-2 count.
Go, Cam.
As Camden Martin gets the sign, looks at second, and the pitch, and fouled off. Also, congratulations in the 16 and under. Congratulations to Wisconsin Rapids as they defeated St. Mary Springs yesterday down in Beloit, winning 12-4 as they took the 16 and under state tournament, and then in the 17 under, West Appear beating Watertown 6-1. So 2 championships, and just gets back in time. A beautiful move by Camden Martin, as Davis Cashin was almost picked off, as he likes to dance around out there. And in fact, it worked one time as he, back in the first inning, he got Martin to have a balk, as Conley fouls that one off. Count remains 0-2 on Cashin, with nobody down here in the bottom of the third inning, and we are all tied up at 2. And the pitch. And a ground ball up the middle as Davis is coming around, throw coming in. And as Davis Cashin gets around the tag, as Davis went to the outside and just got his hand in there as Mason tried to apply the tag, but Davis touched the plate before the tag came in, and Conley Cashin will come up with an RBI single on a great running play there by Davis Cashin to put Watertown ahead now, 3-2 here in the bottom of the third. So nobody down, and Blake Stamper now up. And the pitch. And a breaking ball for a call strike. Outstanding base running by Davis Cashin, going to the outside to avoid that tag. Martin from the stretch takes a look at second. And the pitch. And a dead ball as Cashin's going to have to go back to second as the ball becomes dead as soon as Blake got hit with a pitch. So runners now at first and second with still nobody down. And time is called. And coming out is Court Elber, the head coach, to talk to his pitcher. So we're going to tell you a little bit about Williams Plumbing and Heating is locally owned and operated right here in Wisconsin Rapids. For all of your plumbing and heating needs, why look anywhere else? Call Williams Plumbing and Heating or find them online at williamsplumbingwr.com. And so conference out there as everybody out there from the infield as Coach gives them a little pat there as get things going. Watertown out on top, 3-2 here in the bottom of the third as Watertown putting something together that they did not have yesterday, and they wanted to show this state tournament that we can play some ball, and they are definitely playing some ball as they're leading here now 3-2, and they got 5 hits in today's contest. As a call strike, and we've got a rundown, and they're going to say he was called out. He was called out by the base umpire. As gets in a rundown as Conley Cashin took off. And so one down here now in the third inning. So instead of a runner in scoring position, we have still Blake Stamper at first. And Watertown leading 3-2. So we've seen pretty much quite a few things here already just in the third inning. As I'm thinking the call definitely was out of the baseline there as they're saying as we're wondering why the runner was walking down. I don't know if the runner was thinking that he was hit by a pitch, but now the umpires are coming out to talk about it as it was a 1-1 count. And they're saying, well, it's going to be a 2-0 count. They're thinking that he thought he was hit with a pitch. And he's showing him the arm where the ball hit. But the umpire picks up the bat and hands it to him. Like I said, we have seen everything here in just the first 3 innings of this contest. Left-handed hitter. And we've got actually a 1-1 count on the board. And a swing and a miss, strike 2. And of course, the runner down there was standing off the base, and luckily he got back on because the ball was still live. Nothing was really called. And Washidas had gone all the way down to first base. And a swing and a miss, strike 3. And so that is strikeout number 3 for Martin. That's a Serve Pro strikeout. Serve Pro like it never happened. So we've got 2 down here, finally in the 3rd inning, as a lot of action has gone on just in this 3rd inning. We've had a rundown. We've had a person that thought he got hit. Actually, 2 plays thought they got hit. And following that one off is Hayden Doty. Hayden with a double back in the 2nd and scored. So an 0-1 count to Hayden Doty. And a breaking ball down low. As Martin gets the sign from the stretch. And the pitch. And a ground ball to the shortstop, makes a nice stab. Thought he could get him at second. And they're going to say they got him at first. Well, a bang-banger as Doty grounds out to the shortstop for out number 3. But Watertown takes the lead with 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. And after 3 complete innings of play, it's Watertown 3 and Wisconsin Rapids 2. And you're watching AAA state baseball action here on Zaleski Sports.
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call, to your first sip, to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
At Nicolet Bank, a great rate isn't new or trendy. Our Real Rewards checking has offered 3.00% annual percentage yield since 2011, earning customers over $30 million in interest. Join your friends and neighbors in experiencing Real Rewards checking and get excited to earn 3% more. See terms and apply at nicoletbank.com. Nicolet Bank. Real people, real conversations.
And we're back here at Jack Hackman Field in Marshfield. I'm Mike Steinwagner, and along with my great production crew is we've got Bella in there, we've got Gavin in the trailer, along with the Bull is in there also, and on our dugouts we got Smokin' Joe Anderson and Mike Wetland, and Mike will be bringing you one of these ball games later on today. Gene Delisio will be coming up to give you the play-by-play of the second ball game, as Marshfield will be involved in that one, as they will be taking on Marinette. And the windup and the pitch. Catching the outside corner for a call strike, as Rapids brings to the plate Chase LeBerg, as Chase walked back in the 4th inning. And a ground ball to third. Makes a nice stab and throws over to first, as Alex David making that play, as that'll be scored 5-3 on the play. And bringing up the number 9 hitter, Parker Marzarfka, who has made some great defensive plays out in center field today for Wisconsin Rapids. As Hayden Doty, as Parker takes the first pitch and puts it down the left field line, and just foul, as it would have been an easy double for Parker, as he took that first pitch and put a shot down the line, but just foul by inches. As we are in the top of the fourth inning, and Watertown up 3-2 against Wisconsin Rapids. From the windup, Hayden's pitch, and a swing and a miss by Parker Marzofka. And pitch down low as Parker kind of lays off that one. Wind up and the pitch. Outside. 2-2. One down here in the top of the fourth inning. And a call, strike three on the outside corner right at the knees, and that's another serve pro. Strikeout, serve pro like it never happened. And back to the top of the batting order for Wisconsin Rapids is Camden Martin. Camden got on with an error and a stolen base and scored back in the first and struck out in the second. And the pitch just inside for a ball. And a pitch way outside for a ball. Beautiful day here in Marshfield. Temperature, what was the game time temperature to begin with? 75 degrees. Supposed to get into the, about the low 80s today. Swing and a miss. Supposed to be another hot one again tomorrow. They're talking heat indexes in the mid 90s tomorrow. So, what a great day to come out to the ballpark. And pitch, call strike right on the outside corner. As Camden fouls that one off. And just down low for a ball. Hayden working out of the windup. And the pitch. And a hopper to second. Fielded by Gentz. Throws over to first for out number 3. No runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. And after 3.5 innings, it's Watertown 3, Wisconsin Rapids 2, and you are watching American Legion Baseball here on Zaleski Sports.
Does your roof need attention? Don't replace it, restore it with Seamless Commercial Roofing. Our process is guaranteed and a fraction of the cost of replacement with no downtime. When your roof needs attention, call Seamless Commercial Roofing in Marshfield. Is it time to replace your old gutters? Call Schwartz Seamless Gutters and protect your home with new seamless technology. No seams, no leaks. With free estimates in 2 days or less and workmanship guaranteed, our service is as seamless as our gutters.
And we are back here at Marshfield for American Legion Baseball. And coming up August 9th down at American Family Field in Milwaukee, it will be the 54th annual All-Star Weekend, as we have 7 participants here from the state tournament that will be participating in that All-Star game. It'll follow the Milwaukee Brewers Minnesota Twins game again on August 9th. The game will start about 6 o'clock. And on the Stripes team is Davis Cashin, who is playing for Watertown today, and Ryan Halfman from Kimberly. And then for Toma is Blake Hahn and Chase McGregor from Marinette, as we will see Marinette later on. And also Jacob Sadowska and Mac Konieczny from Marshfield, as they will be taking on Marinette. And Logan Zinsmaster will be, all 7 of them will be participating in the All-Star game. That is August 9th at American Family Ballpark down there. and that will be right after the Minnesota Twins Brewers game. So if you get a chance, you can take that in and enjoy an all-star game. And actually, I umpired that back in 1991. It was a great time, and that was in Old County Stadium. So great experience. And leading off for Watertown here in the bottom of the fourth inning, the third baseman, Alex David, and takes the first pitch low and outside for a ball. And the next pitch, and a shot down the third base line, and the pass, kind of a diving third baseman there, Brent Oles, and that'll be a base hit for Alex David. He tried to make a backhand stab at that, but just out of the reach there. And so David with a base hit, bringing up Xavier Gens, the second baseman, as Xavier flew out to the center fielder back in the second inning. As he attempts, as he pulls the bat back on an attempted sacrifice attempt. As Xavier looks down his coach for a sign. See if he'll try to sacrifice him over again. From the stretch, and squares around and fouls that one off. So the count now 1-1. Short lead at first. Martin from the stretch. And the pitch. And fouling that one off. As Martin at 58 pitches so far. Still looking pretty good here in the bottom of the fourth inning. And the pitch. And reaching out and slapping one out to right and making the catch is the second baseman, Potter, and throws the first for a double play. As it looked like it was going to fall in, but Jack Potter just slipped right in there to make the catch, and the runner was taking off. He thought it was going to fall in also, and it wasn't even close on the double play. So 2 down right away here now in the bottom of the fourth inning. As that is the first double play of today's ball game. And time is called. And bringing up Drew Schauer. Drew struck out back in the second inning. And fouls first pitch off. As this is actually Marshfield's fourth time they have hosted a championship in American Legion Baseball. You have to go back to 1928 where actually the championship game was here. And next pitch inside and back to the backstop. Count now 1-1. Was the winner from the Southern Division and winner from the Northern Division, a team from the Milwaukee area, and also one from River Falls came in and played in this championship. Milwaukee landed up winning that. And they held it actually at the old fair, or at the fairgrounds where actually the ball diamond was, and that was back in, I think it was 1929 that was. And of course they held it here in 1990 and pitched way upstairs for a ball. They held it back in 1990. I remember that one well because that was my very first AAA state tournament I umpired. And then again in 2016 they held it, and now in 2026. And I'll tell you, they're doing a great job here. The concessions here are fantastic. The staff is just out of this world. So if you get a chance, stop by and enjoy some great baseball. As Schauer works a walk here in the bottom of the fourth inning. And bringing up Owen Wagner. Owen singled and scored back in that third inning when Watertown came up with 2 runs to take the lead here, 3-2. And coming to the plate, Owen Wagner. As we get a few of the fans there. Great turnout here. And pitch down low for a ball. 1-0 count. Martin from the stretch. Short lead at first, and the pitch. And a line shot out to left. And that'll fall in for a base hit. As Owen Wagner, 2 for 2 on the day, batting in that number 9 spot. And so runners now at first and second with 2 outs. As Davis Cashin, who's also 2 for 2 today, and a run scored, and a great slide at home plate to score that second run to give Watertown the lead, 3-2. So he came in from second base on a base hit by Conley Cashin, and came to the outside and got his hand in just barely to score that third run. From the stretch, and the pitch. Shot way upstairs for a ball. I'll have to check with Dan here and see where the AAA state tournament is next year. It's at Marinette, Dan says in the background, and we've got a dead ball. And so that will load the bases. As Schauer will advance to third, and Wagner will head to second. And so bases loaded now with 2 outs. They thought they got out of a jam when they had that double play, but the next 3 batters getting on here now and in another tough situation here as Rapids down 3-2. So Cashin on base for the 3rd time today. And bringing up Conley Cashin, who's 1 for 2 and had that RBI back in the 3rd inning. As Martin getting support from his fans in the stands here, and fouling that one off is Conley. Hearing a little support for Conley also, so a few fans here from Watertown. From the stretch with bases loaded. And the pitch. Pitch down low for a ball. 2-1 and no place to put him here as bases are loaded. And Watertown already with a 1-run lead here in the bottom of the 4th inning. From the stretch, and the pitch. Down low for a ball. 3-1. From the stretch, and the pitch. And ball 4, and that's going to bring in a run. As Conley will get credited with an RBI on that. And makes the score now 4-2 in favor of Watertown. As Blake Stamper comes to the plate, as Blake grounded out to the 3rd baseman and got hit by a pitch back in the 3rd. And Martin from the stretch. And a pitch catching the inside corner right at the knees for a call strike. Watertown trying to add to their total here. And catching the inside corner right at the knees for a strike, an 0-2 count now. Martin still looking in, finally gets the sign. And the pitch. And a pop-up coming back here and heading back and making a great catch is Mason Helmuth for out number 3. So Wisconsin Rapids gets out of trouble by only giving up 1 run. It could have been worse. So 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and 3 left. And after 4 complete innings of play, it's Watertown 4, Wisconsin Rapids 2. And you're watching American Legion baseball action here on Zaleski Sports.
I got referred to the orthodontist and I was really nervous, but in my 2-year process, the staff was very welcoming and very kind to me. My brother also had treatment here and he was very happy with the smile. I'd recommend Bruce Orthodontics to all my friends and family that want a beautiful smile just like us.
When I come in for my appointment, the wait is really short. All of the workers are very kind and sweet. They try to make sure that everything in my mouth is just right after my checkup, and Dr. Bruce is very nice.
I'd love the opportunity to meet you and transform your smile.
Call us to set up your free consultation today.
And we're back here at Jack Hackman Field. In fact, Dan asked me if I umpired back in 1929 at that championship game at the fairgrounds. I says, well, maybe in another life I did or something, and I came back as an umpire, but it would have been interesting watching that. 2 different teams, you don't have. I wonder what kind of attendance they had for that, back then. So, but here we are in the top of the 5th inning as Jack Potter comes to the plate. As Jack has had a sacrifice and grounded out to the shortstop in today's ball game, so 0 for 1. And on the mound is Hayden Doty. The sun is kind of glaring off of my scoring sheet here as sun kind of moving to the western side now, but we'll kind of have to find a different spot here. And pitch on the outside corner for a call strike. 1-1. From the windup and the pitch. Catching the outside corner there as Hayden working that corner very, very well today. 1-2 count from the windup. And a shot out to left field. And gliding over to his right and making the catch here is Drew Schauer for out number 1. And bringing up J.J. Oswald, the shortstop. J.J. 1 for 2 on the day as he popped out to the third baseman in the first and got a base hit and scored back in the third. As he had a stolen base in there also, so Rapids with 2 stolen bases. And the first pitch catching the inside corner for a call strike. From the windup and the pitch. And a fly ball out the right center field power alley, and coming over also the right fielder and making that catch. That's Owen Wagner. As the center fielder came over, it looked like Blake was going to grab that, and Owen kind of went to his right, and Blake went to his left, and Owen decided, well, I think I got a better shot at it, and he makes the catch for out number 2 here in the top of the 5th inning. And beautiful diving stop and beautiful play at third by Alex David as a diving gets up and beats the runner by a good step and a half. So 3 up, 3 down for Rapids here in the top of the 5th. And the score after 4.5 innings of play, it's Watertown 4 and Rapids 2. And you are watching exciting American Legion baseball here on Zaleski Sports.
So, after a couple years of this, it's time for more money and better opportunities. That's where Mid-State Technical College comes in.
Are you a born leader?
Is hospitality your thing? Maybe you're into efficiency. Or do you love building teams? No matter your path, we've got cutting-edge classes with field-trained professionals and better tuition options. So stop getting by and level up today.
And we are back here at Jack Hamlin Field as we get a picture there of one of the fans here at the state tournament. We'll tell you about Solaris as your hometown fiber internet provider. Just like our athletes bring their best to the court, we bring our best to your home with lightning fast, reliable fiber internet that never quits. Stream, game, and connect without missing a beat. Get connected, stay connected at Solaris.net. And leading off for Watertown here in the bottom of the fifth inning, as we are moving right along here, is the first baseman, Landon Washidas. As Landon 0 for 2 today. As next year's state tournament at Marinette. And nice little haul there as we will see Marinette in the next ball game here against Marshville. So it'll be back-to-back years for Marinette in the state tournament. And Landon takes the first pitch, drives it down the left field side in foul territory, and makes a running catch out there. Is Chase LeBerg for out number 1. As Landon gave it a ride, going opposite field. And bringing up Hayden Doty, as Hayden is 1 for 2 on the day and scored a run back in the second inning. Martin getting ready, and the pitch upstairs for a ball. And the pitch, and a ground ball, and making a stab there is Oles. Oles throws it over to first for out number 2. So both quick inning here in the fifth as Rapids went 1-2-3, and as first 2 batters coming up for Watertown go down. And pretty much going on pretty much the first or second pitch. So Martin working out of that stretch. He's worked out of the stretch the whole day. Pitch upstairs for a ball. Little information for you. Did you know that 55% of Major League players have played American Legion baseball, and that there are 90 Hall of Famers that have played American Legion baseball? So if you get a chance, go onto the Hall of Fame website. It'll give you the whole list on there. It goes starting with Bob Feller, 1962 inductee, along with Ted Williams and Stan Musial and some great ball players. I mean, and I've got to meet a couple of these Hall of Famers also, and I'll tell you, they're really nice. You sit down. In fact, I had a chance to sit down back in 2004 when I finished my career. We were out in Cooperstown, and I got a chance to sit down and talk to Yogi Berra, and I'll tell you, he was a character. But just a nice young man. I shouldn't say young man, but great gentleman to talk baseball with, and had a nice talk with Ferguson Jenkins out there also when I was out there, and umpired my last ball game at Cooperstown. So it was get a chance. If you ever get a chance to go out to Cooperstown, do it. It's worth the money. If you're a baseball fan, you'll enjoy every minute of it out there. Pitch upstairs and makes the count now 2-2 with 2 down. And we are in the bottom of the fifth inning, and Watertown leading 4-2 here. As Martin working from the stretch. Long pause, and the pitch. And fouling that one back. As we'll have a little surprise coming up for you. We will not go to a commercial in the middle of 6th, and we'll give you a little special deal here as we call it a roll call in the middle of the 6th inning. And breaking ball upstairs for a ball. Puts the count at 3-2 now with 2 down, nobody on. Beautiful sunny day here in central Wisconsin. As Alex David fouls that one off. He raised his hand, but I think it wasn't not in time. He wanted time because Hayden was taking, Martin was taking way too much time out there. And the pitch. And a line shot and one hopper to second. Throws over to first in time, plenty of time for out number 3. So both teams going 1-2-3 here in the 5th inning. And so after 5 innings of play, it's Watertown 4 and Rapids 2. And you're watching American Legion Baseball here on Zaleski Sports.
The auto service specialist at Sherrill Tire and Auto Service can change your oil, fix your brakes, align your vehicle, make that check engine light go away, and more. Great service from great people at Sherrill Tire and Auto Service. Find your location at SherrillTire.com.
And we're back here, and we'll tell you about letting Carrie Van Oort with State Farm be your go-to for all your insurance needs. Carrie and her staff are always there to help you understand your options and come away with the right coverage for you. That's Carrie Van Oort with State Farm in Wisconsin Rapids. And shouldn't financial advice focus on you, your goals, your dreams? Your Modern Woodmen of America representative can help you plan for all stages of life, from protection to saving to retirement. Call Scott Patrick at 715-424-1873. That's 715-424-1873 to start the conversation. And leading off for Wisconsin Rapids here in the top of the 6th inning is Owen Richardson, as he's 2 for 2 on the day, as he singled in the first and doubled in the third. And next pitch catches the inside corner right at the letters for strike 2. Oh, and 2 count to Richardson. A windup and the pitch upstairs for a ball. As our boy just right on time, coming up to 12 o'clock here. The 12 o'clock train coming through Marshfield, and ball into the dirt, coming back to the net here as our local 12 o'clock train that comes through Marshfield here. So you never want to drive down Main Street at noon because you'll get stopped by a train. And a line drive over to short, making a nice play, and over to first in time. Outstanding play by Conley Cashin for out number 1. And bringing up Eli Graff, the right fielder. Eli 0 for 1 on the day. He was hit by a pitch. We've had a couple ball players hit by pitches. It never fails that lately I've been doing ball games that you have at least 1 or 2 ball players that get hit with a pitch. I've seen more players hit with pitches than at any other time. And they're going to check down, and no, he did not go, as Eli held up as they signal down to first, and Bill Cook making that call down there. From the windup and the pitch. Catching the outside corner for a strike. from the windup and the pitch. Inside for a ball. It's hard to believe I just figured out that we are swing and a miss 22 days away from the first high school football game that we'll be broadcasting on August 20th. And we'll have 5 of those on Zaleski Sports and then 16 the following night. And a call, strike 3. And that's a Serve Pro strikeout. Serve Pro, like it never happened. And bringing up the catcher, Mason Helmuth, who's 0 for 2 on the day. We will land up. I had a little time to kill. And, of course, when you're retired, you have a lot of that. And we have a 167 game schedule coming up this fall. And we will be busy from October 20th until the end of the regular season. And that does not even count the playoffs yet. And the regular season will end October 16th. And so we'll be busy with that all fall long here and bringing you all the football action, not just in central Wisconsin, but in the big rivers and the Fox Valley and pretty much state of Wisconsin. So, and a chopper foul. And the count will remain at 1-2 with 2 down here on Mason Helmuth. But yeah, looking forward to the football season this year. As you know, when you get to August here, it's just, days away. And school's starting in about 4 weeks. And shot down the right field line, going over and making the catch is the first baseman, Landon Washitas, for out number 3. So again, as Wisconsin Rapids has been retired 11 straight times here, as we are in the bottom of the 6th inning, and we're watching American Legion Baseball here on Zaleski Sports. And here we go with our roll call, and there with us, Joe Anderson. Hey, Joe, how you doing today? As we're going to move along and do a little roll call. And over there, Mike Wendland, over in one of our other dugouts, is he's over in that Wisconsin Rapids. Hey, and in the booth there, we've got Gavin, we've got Bella, and we got the big bull in there also, as we're just moving right along. Great production crew today, and I'll tell you, it's a great pleasure to work with these fine people. As I've got a little glare on my TV here, so can't quite see who else I've got here, but I'll bet it was me. I'm Mike Steinwagner, and a great crew we have. We have Joe Anderson over in that first base dugout, Mike Wendland over in the third base dugout, and that great crew that we've got. And we're going to be here all weekend long. Actually, I will be gone on Friday and Saturday, so it's a great pleasure and honor to be bringing you all this action, at least today and tomorrow, here on Zaleski Sports. So if you get a chance, come on out. We're hoping that the rain holds off on Friday, but the weather looks really, really great for tomorrow. And bring the suntan lotion, because the sun's going to be beating down you really hard here. But and I'll tell you, the staff here for this tournament here has just been outstanding and treated us very, very well here. And so, but a lot of room here and enjoy ball. And so here we are starting the bottom of the 6th inning. And leading off for Watertown will be Xavier Gentz, as Xavier 0 for 2 on the day and takes the first pitch and foul tips that into the glove for strike 1. As Martin moving right along here, he's at 88 pitches so far, as most likely we will be seeing a reliever pretty soon, as call strike 2. Great breaking the ball there by Camden. Camden getting the sign from Mason, as Mason made that Great catch in foul territory here to end the last inning. And the pitch upstairs for a ball. As Xavier finally gets back in the batter's box here. Martin from the stretch and the pitch. And ground ball pass. A shortstop for a base hit as Xavier now 1 for 3 on the day, bringing up Drew Schauer. Drew 0 for 1. Scored back in the 4th inning. On now at Sherrill Tire and Auto Service, starting as low as $49 on Starfire tires, plus price match guarantee on all tire brands. When it comes to tires, look no further than Sherrill Tire and Auto Service in Stevens Point, Wisconsin Rapids, Marshfield, and Weston. And laying down a butt and going foul. And for all your orthopedic needs, place your trust in Wisconsin River Orthopedics. Learn more at WROinstitute.com. As we'll be talking to the player of the game, as the only interview we will be doing at the end of the ball game, as they'll be getting ready for game number 2 here. That will be coming up at 1:30, so we're about an hour and a half away from the start of that one. And ground ball back to the pitcher, bobbled, and not in time. That will be an error on the pitcher. And that is the first error, or second error, by Wisconsin Rapids. As he will be credited actually with a sacrifice also, but also an error on that. And moving the runner over to second base as Gens gets there. So now nobody down and runners at first and second. And Watertown with a 4-2 lead here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Martin taking a look at second. And the pitch, call strike right at the knees. Marinette and Marshfield coming up at 1:30. Gene Delisio will be on the call for that one. From the stretch. And squaring a bunt. And a call strike and a throw down to second over the second baseman's head. And that will be an error also on the catcher. Runner at first, still staying where he is, so we have runners at the corners with nobody down, 1-2 count. From the stretch. Long pause, and we're going to call time. As Camden just taking a little bit too much time out there. As Camden gets reset out there. From the stretch and the pitch. Pitch way outside, a great stop by Mason Helmuth. And that ball possibly coming back to the backstop here as that was way outside. Count now 2-2 with nobody down. Runners at the corners. From the stretch. And the pitch. And a shot down right field side. Foul. Rest of the schedule for today, as I mentioned, Marinette is taking on Marshfield at 1:30. At 4:30, it'll be Sheboygan and Eau Claire in the winner's bracket. And also in the winner bracket at 7:30, Kimberly and Toma. And a swing and a miss, and that's a serve pro strikeout as Owen Wagner goes down. As Owen had been 2 for 2 in the ballgame. As Rapids calls timeout, and they are at the 100 pitching mark there. and head coach Court Elber going out. And we'll see who they're going to bring in here as Camden gets a nice round of applause. And it looks like Camden might be going out to the outfield.
For Wisconsin Rapids, number 11, Landon Jones.
As
the final pitch count for Camden Martin, 100.
Landon (11-4-22). So Eli Graff is coming out. And so with a new pitcher, getting warm-ups in here now, as a little music in the background here as we watch the warm-up pitches going on. As Landon Jones now pitching. And he will bat in the number 6 spot. And he'll come in for Eli Graff as Camden will head to the outfield and stay in that leadoff spot. Rapids down 4-2 here in the bottom of the 6th inning. And we'll see if Jones can get out of this situation here. Runners at first and third, as Camden throws 5 innings, and he is responsible for the 2 runners at first and third. He has given up 4 runs and actually walked only 2, hit a batter, and struck out 3. And the first pitch comes in from Jones for a strike. And the batter is the leadoff hitter, Davis Cashin, who is 2 for 2 on the day. With a single in the first, double and scored in the third, and walked in the 4th inning. Jones with the delivery as Cashin fouls that one off. From the stretch, and the pitch, and a swing and a miss. Bruce Orthodontics provides comprehensive orthodontic care for patients of all ages. They are now accepting new patients at their Marshville office and accept most insurances. Bruce Orthodontics, they're changing lives one smile at a time. Set up a free consultation today. As Conley Cashin in. And just outside, so 2 down here as Davis Cashin goes down. And a call strike right on the outside corner. So 2 down now here. From the stretch, and the pitch. And a foul ball down the right field side. So 1-2 count now with 2 down. Watertown threatening to add to their lead here as they are leading 4-2. Jones gets the sign and the pitch. Breaking ball hit out to left field and bounces and for a base hit. And that scores a run.
Center fielder, Blake Stanford.
As Cashin gets his 2nd hit of the day and his 2nd RBI in today's ball game, and gives now Watertown a 5-2 lead here. as Rapids cannot afford to give up any more rounds as we're coming up to that last inning. And a fly ball out to center, and making that catch is Marzovka for out number 3. But Watertown comes up with 1 run on 2 hits, 1 error, and 2 left, and after 6 complete innings of play. It's Watertown 5 and Wisconsin Rapids 2, and you're watching American Legion AAA Championship here on Zaleski Sports.
Little Sprouts Learning Garden with 2 convenient central Wisconsin locations. Here's Brooke Sievers to tell us about it.
Little Sprouts has been around for almost 7 years here in Auburndale. In Rudolph, we've been open for about 2.5. We serve here in Auburndale. We have 6 weeks old up until 12-year-olds. And then in Rudolph, we have 1-year-olds up until 12-year-olds. The biggest thing that we do with them is we have play-based learning so that they learn through play with each other. And social skills are a huge part of what we do with them.
Find Little Sprouts Learning Garden on Facebook today.
This summer, the whole family is invited to Marshfield's home base for fun. Woodfield Inn & Suites, where great rooms come with great rates. Splash around in the indoor pool. Mom and Dad unwind in the hot tub. Let your kids take over the arcade. Book your family getaway at Woodfield Inn & Suites. The 2026 American Legion State Baseball Tournament is in Marshfield. Make Woodfield Inn & Suites your home base.
We're at Jack Hackman Field, and we are in the top of the 7th inning as Watertown leads 5-2, and Wisconsin Rapids is going to have to do it now or they will be going home. And a ground ball down the third base side, foul. Econ Electric is your local residential, commercial, and industrial electrical service provider. Since 1970, people have turned to Econ Electric. That's Econ Electric in Wisconsin Rapids. 0-1 count to leadoff hitter Chase LeBerg. And that one's fouled back for an 0-2 count. 8-9-1. Up here in the 7th inning. It's do or die for Wisconsin Rapids. As Chase gets into the batter's box, facing an 0-2 count here. From the windup and the pitch. And Chase gives it a ride out to left field in the left center field power alley. And making a running catch is the left fielder, Drew Schauer, as both the right fielder or left fielder and the center fielder going after it. And Schauer coming up with it for out number 1. And we've got a pinch hitter here for Wisconsin Rapids as number 14. That is Justin Tibbetts. Justin hitting .333 on the season with 3 doubles and 11 RBIs. As we'll see if Tibbetts can get it going here. And a call strike right at the letters. Ritchie Funeral Home has been serving family after family in Nakusa and Wisconsin Rapids since 1957. Find the very best in personal service at Ritchie Funeral Home or find them online at ritchiefuneralhome.com. Stop by there and Joe will take care of all your needs there. Former UW Stevens Point grad, know Joe very well, golfed with him a few times. I'll tell you, a heck of a golfer, hits a long ball. And that's what Rapids is going to need here pretty soon is a long ball. And pitch upstairs for a ball. And the pitch, and Tibbetts works a walk as Wisconsin Rapids gets it going here. Now back to the top of the batting order. And the right fielder, who actually was the starting pitcher in this ball game, and Cam did not pitch that bad today. He's playing right field. He's 0 for 3 on the day and scored a run from the stretch. And a swing and a miss by Camden for strike 1. And pitch outside for a ball. After the ball game, we'll head over to the winning side and have the post-game player of the game, sponsored by Ridgetop Exteriors. From the stretch and the pitch. Way outside. A throw down to first. And Tippett's back in time. And our post-game show is brought to you by Key Savings Bank also. For all your banking needs, check with Key Savings Bank. From the stretch and the pitch. Down low for a ball. As we will be seeing a relief pitcher here also, as the pitching count right now is at 105. And catching the outside corner for a strike. You can pitch over that 105 mark, just that you have to face that batter yet. So we will be getting a relief pitcher after this here. We've only got one out unless we get a double play here. And a pop-up into the infielder. And backing up and making that catch is Conley Cashin for out number 2. And that it will be all for Hayden Doty, as he has pitched a very fine ball game, and he will leave with the 5-2 lead, as they will be bringing in a relief pitcher in order to get that final out and see if Watertown can advance. As Doty will be heading out to right field. Well, excuse me, Gens will be heading out to right field. And I'm thinking Doty will go to most likely second. And Van Sickle, actually the only reserve they have on their roster, will be pitching. So Van Sickle on for Watertown. Evan, yesterday they had 2 subs, but I'm not sure what happened to the other one, because I know when the lineup card came in, there was only 1 sub on it, and Evan was on it. So Van Sickle will be trying to get the final out here to give Watertown a win and advance. And they will, winner of this one will advance to, this is game 5. The winner of game 5 will play on tomorrow at 4:30 against a loser of game 8. And that will be actually an elimination game also, as that will either be Kimberly or Toma. So the loser of that one will play the winner of this one, and the loser will be eliminated. In fact, even the 4:30 game tomorrow is an elimination game also, and then at 7:30 tomorrow night, the Battle of Undefeated. So Evan Van Sickle now on the mound, big, tall right-hander. In fact, Evan threw only 3 pitches yesterday, so he's eligible. Pretty much the whole chore here if he's going to pitch in the tournament, and he'll end up pitching a base hit, a big base hit, as Jack Potter takes that second pitch and bounces it into left field, and Tibbetts goes to second. So now it's 2 down, runners at first and second, and the tying run coming to the plate in J.J. Oswald. So actually Van Sickle, when he came in, was eligible for the save, because you count the on-deck circle hitter. And a first pitch down Main Street for a call strike. So runners at first and second, 2 down, tying run at the plate. The on-deck hitter, Brett Oles. And flying this one out to short, and it's dropped. And a run will score as that went off the glove of the shortstop. So Rapids still alive, as that will be charged as an error, and a run scores. It is now 5-3, and the winning run coming to the plate here, or the go-ahead run, I'm sorry, as Watertown is the home team. As Brett Oles, 1 for 3 on the day. And the pitch upstairs right at the letters for a call strike. Van Sickle from the stretch takes a look at second, and the pitch. Oles wanted to go for it. You saw him kind of reach out for it, but held up there. 1-1 count, 2 down. Game on the line here. From the stretch. And a pop-up out to second, and that will be out number 3. As Rapids gets 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, 1 error, and 2 left.
Congratulations to Wisconsin Rapids Pulse 9 on advancing to the state tournament and a wonderful season.
We have something that we're trying to create at Key Savings Bank called Outward Energy. We don't just want to have the doors open, our members walk through. We want to be where they are. We go to meet them, we participate in their events. We think that's vitally important for us to show that Key Savings Bank is a part of the communities that we're in.
We received a very positive reaction from our community. On average, we had 250 to 300 kids alone that entered our building for the Halloween party. That didn't include the adults, grandparents, parents that brought the children. It's wonderful to be out in our community grocery shopping with my Key Savings Bank apparel, and families walk up to me and say, "Hey, I attended your Halloween party."
So about a month ago, I was approached by Sheriff Becker of Wood County Sheriff's Department, and he asked me if we'd want to participate in the Back the Badge bench press meet. So Key Savings Bank sponsored, had a $500 sponsorship to that, and I myself participated in that. And it was a really great experience. There was about 40 different people that participated throughout Wood County and actually the state. So with the Sheriff's Department obviously doing so much for us and throughout the community, it was just our way of giving back.
And now when I tell my friends and family what I'm doing or what I do every day or what involvements I'm in, they're like, "Oh, that's the bank that offered the Halloween party. That's the bank that does the Christmas party. That's the bank that sponsors these golf events." So our awareness alone has just become amazing in the last year.
Key Savings Bank participates in a lot of these events. We love to do it. We love to know the community and the other businesses within the community. It's rewarding to see smiling faces. The kids event, when we bring them pizza, there's not just one winner, there's multiple winners. Cheese pizza is one of the coolest things that these kids love. And just seeing the smiling faces is outstanding. Probably the funnest event that we do is what you see behind me here is our coloring contest for the local kids. It's a fun event. We do a lot of fun stuff with it on our Facebook page. The voting goes nuts because it's the community that votes for it. And at the end, there's a lot of participation. So that's the best event.
We had Thursday grill outs. We did that. We were raising money for the Rome Canine Division. We set up in mid-June to have grill outs each and every Thursday, all the way through till the middle of August.
Numerous amount of golf outings where we raise money specifically for that event through our whole sponsorships and games that we play.
My employees right now are all very active in participating in literally hundreds of events over the last 2 years that make Key Savings
Down comes out on top, 5-3, and a great ball game. Little etchy down the edge here. As they had a chance to tie this ball game up, and with me is Cashin Davis as our star player of the game here. Is a big comeback, a big win for you guys, because after that heartbreaking loss yesterday, that you had to come back and prove yourself. And so coming back and getting a hit right away to start that off after yesterday's fiasco, that it was a big plus right there.
Yeah, I moved back into the first spot, and I figured I was going to get a strike to start the game, so I figured, why not swing? And started with a hit, so I got everything going from there. And we recovered that run that they scored in the first inning after a couple errors. So once we tied it up, and we went from there, and I don't think they had the lead again. So it was good to get that started, and then we got the ball rolling a little bit and scored a bunch of runs, more than yesterday.
And also, I'm going to talk about that slide that you had in the third inning to get that third run to give you guys the lead, and an outstanding slide going to the outside and getting your hand just barely in there. And I think you had that instinct right away. You knew it was going to be a close play, and to get that hand in there.
Yeah, when the catcher was in front of the plate, I could see like the ball was coming in, and he kind of gave me a lane on the outside, and I kind of got right in there, and I saw the umpire go safe, and I got pretty excited.
All right. We're going to put you in the house here. What we do is you just look right in the camera there, tell them who you are, and I'm in the house.
All right.
I'll count you down. 3, 2, 1.
I'm Davis Cashin. I'm in the house.
Thanks, Davis. Have a great one. You betcha. Again, a great win for Watertown as they come away with a 5-3 win, and we'll have more action coming up. 3 more games here from Jack Hackman Stadium Field, and as Marshall will take on Marinette in game number 2 here, and we've got 2 more games, both undefeated in the winners bracket there. So if you got a chance, come on down. See a lot of baseball action, as we'll give you great coverage here also. So I'm Mike Steinwegner, and we'll be back for that 1:30 ball game. See you later.